What is up, friends? Good to see everybody, and thank you for checking out the Locomotor Movements resource. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of this resource. I'm really excited about it. I think it turned out awesome. I actually just got the posters up on my gym wall for myself as well. So once you get the resource, you're going to have the zip file download. If you're on a Windows computer, you need to unzip that file by extracting it. So you'll be able to view all the files. If you don't know how to do that, you can Google it, shoot us an email. We can send you to some instructions. If you're on a Mac computer, you should be able to just double click the file and it will open up into a folder. And when you open that folder, you're going to see a few different files. There is a folder with the movement posters. There are the locomotor movement task cards, and there is the locomotor licenses. First, let's go to the README file. You should always check out the README file first when you are looking at a resource. So this is the click to the video that you're watching right now. So in this pack, you'll see kind of the overview right here of the different size posters, and that's kind of the most confusing thing. So let's go over that real quick. So when you're opening the file or the folder, let's actually switch to list view here. That'll be easier. You're going to see that there is a permission to print. So if you're printing at a like a poster printing service, they might require you to have a permission to print. You can just use that as your permission to print for things that have a copyright on them. And there are 3 different sizes. So size number 1, there's a PDF file for each different size. And then if you click that folder, you have JPEG and PNG files. So the reason we included both of those is PNG is probably going to be a little bit higher quality, but some poster printers might require you to have a JPEG file depending on the poster printer that you're using. So you can just use whichever one you want. If it does allow you to use a PNG, we probably recommend using that one as a higher quality file, but the JPEG files are also perfectly sized for the size that you want. 8.5 by 11 should be able to print in any normal poster. And as you can see, we have the examples here. This is what they look like on my gym wall up there. And I did include these little wheels and train if you want to actually make a locomotor train. Get it? Locomotor train. I didn't actually do that in my gym, but I thought some of you guys might want to do that. And as you can see, they are rainbow color coded. So as you start with walk, it will slowly give you that rainbow gradient across the wall, which looks pretty cool. So the ones that I actually have printed in my gym are the half size 36 by 24. So 36 by 24 is a standard movie poster size. If you have, for example, purchased our Q's posters, those are the sizes we use for our Q's posters. But because there were so many of these in a row, I didn't want it to be that big. So I did a half size. And so you're going to print that if you want to print those at 36 by 24 and you just cut them in half. So that's what I did in my gym for my wall. And you can, of course, choose what you want to do for your gym as well, or your space as well. The other resources is the locomotor movement task card. So these are a resource that you can pretty much get creative and use. I gave you a few examples down here of like different things that you could use them for, but you could laminate these and cut these up, and they're basically going to be just little like playing card sized cards, and you can integrate different locomotor movements into whatever games you want to have. You can have them in a bucket. You choose a card, you do that locomotor movement. You can do it as a class activity where you're all moving around and you have a student choose a card out, and now you perform that locomotor activity. But it has all the different locomotor movements on there, and if you come up with a cool game or activity, share it out with us, and we'd love to share it with everybody else as well. And then last but not least is the locomotor license, which some of you have probably seen before. This is a clip or a link to a video of me actually performing the assessment of the locomotor license test for my first graders. This is an assessment we do at the end of the year. And there's some examples of different locomotor licenses that you can print off and use for your students. And you can choose whichever ones you want, or you can just print them all and choose the one that aligns with that student ethnicity the best or the closest. So that's kind of an overview of the locomotor movements resource. I hope you guys enjoy it. I really love the way it looks in my gym. It's like the first thing that people notice when they walk in, and it's something I've been meaning to create and update for a long time. And thanks for checking it out. If you got any questions, let us know. And as always, have fun and teach on. I'll catch you guys later.